Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter Podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
And we are live. Welcome to the Ringside Reporter Show, where we talk about the latest boxing news. If it's related to boxing, we'll talk about it right here. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habib. We got a great show for you today, and if you want to call in, 570-530-8316. Beeb, you know what's weird about this time change? Is it dark over there right now?
Yes.
Because it's like dark over here right now.
Yes.
And typically it doesn't get dark till 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird to look out there and see it's dark. It's just strange.
November is a dark month, man.
Yeah. It's just odd, man. I don't like the time change.
Gloom and doomy.
Yeah, right? All right, let's get it started here. DAZN, Joshua Buatsi versus Zach Parker. Buatsi wins by a majority decision, 95-95 and 96-94 choice for Buatsi. Beeb, I don't know about you. Were you in the camp? A lot of people thought that Zach Parker won this fight. They thought he was robbed.
Yes, I felt Zach Parker won the fight, but the thing is too, when you're watching this fight and you're seeing both guys, they weren't throwing a ton of punches, right?
Yeah.
Now Buatsi was coming forward. He was trying to press the action, but he was having problems with Zach Parker's movement. Zach Parker was moving in and out. He's kind of circling, making subtle steps to the right, to the left. He was circling on the perimeter, and he was very elusive. And Buatsi would land a jab here and there, sneak a right hand in there every now and then, but he wasn't really landing clean for the most part during the fight, with the exception of his jab early on. And Parker kept moving in and out, kept circling, turning them, and he was the guy who was landing the cleaner shots, putting his shots together just a little bit better. But it wasn't like he was lighting the world on fire either, because neither guy really got buzzed or stung or hurt in the fight. It was a very tactical fight, but Buatsi seemed to be having problems with the range. He couldn't pin Parker down. And sometimes the judges will see a guy, I always say this, just because a guy is trying harder, looking like he's working harder, some judges interpret that as he's doing more, even if all of that energy is ineffective, that aggressiveness is ineffective. And Parker was landing a lot of sneaky body shots when he would go in there, and when he was running the combination, he'd sneak a body shot in there. So he was like just nipping the rounds. When you watch a fight and neither guy, like I said, is lighting the world on fire, but one guy just is nipping every round. You got to give it to him, right? You got to give it to him. So just because you don't blow a guy out in a round and you nip it, that's a round that you win. So I felt it was like a 7-3, maybe 8-2 type of fight. It was pretty wide because, again, like Buatsi was just missing with a lot of his shots. Now he threw a bit more, but he wasn't landing as much. And Parker would land 3, 4, 5 more punches in the round, which isn't a lot, but it's more than what you're doing. So you can't make a case really to give Buatsi the round because he was so ineffective, at least in my opinion, and most other people watching.
Yeah, it wasn't an incredibly, I don't know, it wasn't kind of a lackluster fight, right?
It wasn't a great fight. It was not a great fight, no.
And when you have those kind of fights and you lose that kind of fight, you can't, you could have always done more. I feel like both guys left things on the table there.
Well, that's a great point you just made, and I was kind of going to get to that as well, because Parker was making him miss so much, and he was controlling the range so much that you would have thought he would have felt a little bit more comfortable doing a bit more, because you were having, because he was basically following you around the ring. You had counterpunch opportunities, but he was going in and out, and he was mostly throwing his punches from the mid-range, right, or inside the pocket. So if the guy's following you, sometimes you could take that half step. Crawford's beautiful at doing this. When guys follow him, he'll stop and pop and then turn him.
Yeah.
So don't wait. Don't wait for him to miss and then allow him to get back in position to try to make another offensive move. You got to tag him while he's in transition, right? Don't allow him to transition again, right? Even though you're comfortable that he missed, and you're making a miss at will, you got to sneak. You got to fight a little bit off the back foot too, and you got to throw some counter punches in there. All right, so don't just wait. Just don't wait to operate from the mid range and the inside. Throw some stuff while you're backing up from the outside, or let him run into some of your stuff, which Parker didn't do. And I hate to be critical of Parker because it's like he still won the fight, but you add that one little layer there. Easier said than done, obviously, but add that one little layer there, and it would make a big difference where those rounds are not left on the table. It was just it's crazy too, because Lomachenko was another guy, in and out ambush style type guy, right? And he fought in spurts too.
Yeah.
And a lot of rounds, you could say, did he win that round? Is it a lot of those rounds were on the table sometimes with Lomachenko, like particularly with the Devin Haney fight and even the Teofimo Lopez fight. Some people had that Teofimo Lopez fight close. I had it like 9-3. Some people had it a draw.
Yeah, that fight wasn't close.
I didn't think it was close, but some people, Teddy Atlas had it a draw. Andre Ward had it a draw. There's some people had it a draw. I disagree with that. But when you have that style where you're fighting in spurts and you're an ambush guy, meaning you're going in and out, and the only time you're throwing is when you move in, and when you're on the way out, you're resetting. So a guy like Crawford or even a guy like Mayweather, when they're on the way out, they're prepared to set their feet and pop when they have to. Lomachenko and guys who have that type of ambush in and out style, they're not counterpunchers, right? Yeah. They're generally not really great outboxers either. They're mid-range to inside. So if you add, even though that's not going to be your forte, if you just try to add that a little bit in spots, you can take some of those rounds off the table, in my opinion.
Right. Let me ask you a question. Is it okay? So did you score the fight?
Yeah, I had it 8-2 for Parker.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought
so. You had it that wide.
It was wide, and there was some people that gave every round to Parker. Barry Jones, Carl Frampton, and Darren Barker. I think Barry.
So this was a robbery. This wasn't like a close.
Yeah, this wasn't really. Now again, the rounds were like close, but
competitive, but one way.
You couldn't give him the Buatsi.
I got you.
You couldn't give it to it.
I gotcha. So where does Zach Parker go from here? I mean, honestly, do you think they'll rematch? I mean, is there a need to do a rematch? I mean,
here's the thing.
Because to me, a rematch just holds him back.
Here's the thing. If you're Buatsi, you're in position now to fight for a title, right? Because he won the WBA Intercontinental title, right? And I think David Benavidez has a WBA interim title. So he's holding a WBA interim title as well as the full WBC light heavyweight title. So I think if the WBA wanted to do the right thing, which they never really want to do the right thing because they didn't order the Lamont Roach Tank Davis. They weren't really forceful in the way they handled that situation. They should have immediately ordered that rematch, and if Tank turned it down, then he should have got stripped, and Lamont Roach should have fought for that vacant title. So if you're Buatsi and you're on the Buatsi team, I don't think you want that rematch. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in position.
Sure, no, yeah, you're not taking that rematch.
Now, if I'm Team Buatsi, I'm saying we got away with one here, right?
Right.
Now, will there be public pressure? Maybe. Could that sway him? Possibly.
Not for a title shot.
But
not if you're looking at a title shot, son.
He's about one or two fights away from a title shot, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised, okay, if David Benavidez, which I believe he will do, beats Anthony Yard. And
he starts Anthony Yard.
Yeah, if Beterbiev or Bivol aren't ready to go, then I wouldn't be surprised if Buatsi fought David Benavidez next.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, he's the best one in that division. David Benavidez is the best in the division. I'm including Beterbiev, and I'm including Bivol. Well, he's the best in that division.
I'm going to be honest.
Period.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Eric, and you and I are not in the popular opinion on this one. If Bivol or Beterbiev fought David Benavidez, they would be the favorite. But I think David Benavidez's style is problematic for both of those guys, and particularly at this stage for Beterbiev. And Bivol, I think he doesn't like the pressure. And when Beterbiev applied that pressure to him in the first fight, and even in the second fight, it was a competitive fight, but Beterbiev was just a little tad bit slow in that fight. He was a little bit flat. But Beterbiev in that first fight pressured Bivol, and Bivol looked very uncomfortable. Now you got a guy in Benavidez who's quicker than Beterbiev, and brings more volume to the table. Then I think Benavidez's style would be very, very problematic for both men. I really do. I think it would give Bivol more problems, to be honest with you, because Bivol doesn't like to be pushed back like that. He doesn't like to be pressured like that. I think people are sleeping on David Benavidez. You're not, I'm not, but a lot of people think that Beterbiev or Bivol will destroy Benavidez. I like Benavidez.
Well, let's see it. Let's see it, because he wants to fight both of them.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Stop fighting each other. We done seen the fight.
Yeah.
We done seen it, 2-3 times now. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah,
I don't need to see it again, man.
If they want to do it a third time, then wait, let do it after they fight Benavidez.
Right. Stop holding it. Stop holding it hostage.
Yeah.
Stop holding it hostage. Fight them.
Yeah.
Nobody. And let me tell you, and this should tell you everything you need to know. Nobody wants to fight that guy. Nobody.
Yeah,
Canelo didn't want to fight him. He moved up.
Didn't.
Now the major ones. Bivol doesn't want to fight him. Beterbiev don't want to fight him.
Yeah.
Is what it is, man.
Yeah. And then Bivol ended up getting surgery, I think, on his back, I want to say. And Beterbiev he was supposed to be on this card with David Benavidez, but something happened and he pulled out. I don't know if he was injured again or what, but yeah, both of those guys are battling, I think, certain things outside the ring. And I know Bivol is recuperating from his back. So I think it's a back surgery.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on with Beterbiev. He seems to always be injured. He's
50 years old.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think if you're David Benavidez, you try to get one of those guys next, because I think this is the timing's everything in this sport,
Yeah.
and I think this is the perfect time to go after either one of them.
Listen, I don't care what, I'll be honest, man. It doesn't matter when he goes after him. He's beating them both. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's prime. Doesn't matter.
I like him too. I like
before
him.
prime, after prime. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Benavidez stomps him. Either
and
way.
If we say this, Eric, just like we were telling people Crawford was going to win it.
I've been telling you. Who said that? We've been telling you guys.
We were saying that for like a year and a half, man, and everyone was calling
Everybody
us
laughing. Everybody laughing. Now, what now?
Right.
I told you. We
had to talk Robbie into picking Crawford too. I mean,
yeah, he wasn't down with picking Crawford.
He wasn't down with picking Crawford. I had to talk him into it.
All right. Boxing with Frank Bay said Bivol should school Benavidez, but Bivol wants a tune-up. Listen, coulda, woulda, shoulda. He wants a tune-up. He went. Omar Rodriguez says, I think Benavidez, he would be able to move around. Bivol would be able to move around him. Listen, man.
We'll see.
I'm telling you, it is what it is, man. I'm telling you.
I like Benavidez.
Nobody wants to fight him for a reason. There's a reason for this.
Yeah.
There's a reason from this. Telling you. Undercard, Lyndon Arthur versus Bradley Ray. Lyndon Arthur wins a majority decision, 114 all, 115-113, and 115-112. Okay fight. But I tell you what, Bradley Ray had a really good tribute to Ricky Hatton. That's what I will say about Bradley Ray. He had a very good tribute to Ricky Hatton. That was very nice.
Outside of that little flash knockdown that Bradley Ray scored against Lyndon Arthur in the second round, Lyndon Arthur pretty much had his way with Ray. I mean, he was just getting off first. He was just quicker. He was just a notch above Ray. Ray was a step behind him. Lyndon Arthur was just too quick, too fast, and Ray couldn't stop him. Yeah,
I would agree with that. Also on DAZN, on a separate card here, Lenier Pero Versus Jordan Thompson. Pero wins by unanimous decision, 97-93 and 96-93 twice.
Yeah.
Now, the co-main for this fight, Omari Jones versus Yusuph Metu. Omari Jones wins via TKO in round 3. For you guys that don't know, Omari Jones is a bronze medalist on Team USA for the Olympics. If you watch the Olympics or whatever, you can listen to the podcast. You heard me talk about him when the Olympics were going on. We covered his fights and everything like that. He's the real deal. I'm telling you guys, he's good. Solid. He's a junior middleweight now. This fight was at junior middleweight. I think he'll stay there, or I think middleweight is probably where he's going to land. He was a welterweight in the Olympics, but better Beef is almost as old as you. Oh, that's cold.
See, now that's a good one. I can self-deprecate here. I don't cry like Robbie when people take shots at me. That was actually a good one. I give you props for that one. I like that one. That's a good one.
And Omari Jones looked great. It was a TKO in the 3rd round. And man, he looked stellar in that fight, man. If you guys haven't seen it, go to YouTube, look it up, man. He looks good. He's only got 4 fights. And I'm telling you, he's solid. That knockout, I would tell you, that stoppage yesterday was good.
You know what's crazy, Eric? You got him now in the pros with the smaller gloves, right? Different scoring system, obviously. Knockdowns are going to count. Judges will appreciate the body punching more. He's got a style that is more suited for the pros, I would think. I think he's going to, you have certain guys that are good amateurs, but they're better pros. He's going to be one of those guys, I think, that's going to be a better pro even than he was an amateur. And he was a good amateur, don't get me wrong. But his style. His style,
pro style. He's definitely got a pro style.
It's a pro style.
He's got to tighten up his defense. He's a lot of offense right now, and that's great. Sure. He'll have to tighten up his defense. That'll come with experience and more fights and everything. But I'm telling you, man, this guy, he's the goods. I really do. I really think that's the guy, man.
He'll be okay, man. He'll do all right.
And who do we call? We called Errol Spence. Remember that? When Errol Spence was coming up, we called him. There it is. Champion. So there you go. All right, let's talk about the upcoming fights. That was pretty much it for the weekend. Let's talk about the upcoming fights here. Fort Worth, Texas, Beef. This is the big one on DAZN, and there's only one. So it's going to be Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin, 12 rounds for Ortiz's WBC junior middleweight title, interim title, by the way, junior middleweight interim.
Stand these interim titles.
What is the point of these interim titles, man?
I have no idea, bro.
I mean, really? What is the point of that? That doesn't even make any sense. Beeb, let's talk about this fight for a minute here. I think Virgil Ortiz, I like Virgil Ortiz. I like Erickson Lubin. I think he's just a step below. I think you're going to definitely see a different class in this fight with Virgil Ortiz. I think Virgil Ortiz stops him. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, Erickson Lubin is a very tough, solid fighter.
Yeah.
But
he's chinny.
Ortiz is he's relentless. He's a dog in there. He doesn't give up. And when you looked at that Madrimov fight, I thought that was a razor close fight. Most people thought Ortiz won. I thought it was a close fight.
I thought Ortiz won that fight too, but I thought it was a close fight.
Yeah, I actually had that fight a draw, but most people had it. If you had Ortiz winning, you couldn't have had him winning by a ton, at least in my opinion.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But regardless of that, he made the adjustment. He was getting touched up early on, and he put the pressure on. And he just has that way about him where he just wears guys down. He's a relentless body puncher. He's an accurate puncher too, and he's quick on his feet, got quick hands, and he's just a really, really solid inside fighter. He's a grinder, and he's a handful for anybody. Now, even if he does fight Boots, I would favor Boots. But again, that is not an easy fight. I'm hearing people say, oh, well, Boots will just play with him. He'll dominate the fight. He'll win the fight 10 – no.
Madrimov?
No, I'm talking about if Virgil Ortiz was to fight Boots –
that's a good fight. That's a solid fight.
People are talking about that when and if Boots fights Virgil Ortiz, it's going to be a walk in the park for Boots.
It ain't a walk in the park for Boots.
I don't think anyone that fights Virgil Ortiz is ever going to have a walk in the park with this guy.
No.
That's my opinion. And I say the same about Madrimov too. That guy Madrimov, is going to be a tough out for anybody.
Anybody.
There's certain guys in this division.
He's got the style. He makes you look bad.
Yeah. There's certain guys in this division, win, lose, or draw, you're gonna be in for a fight, no matter who it is that fights them, in my opinion. And Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz are two of those guys.
Yeah. Fluke said he had Virgil 9-3 against Madrimov. That's kind of wide, son.
That's
but
a little wide.
Hey, it is what it is.
That's your
I will say this though. I thought that Virgil Ortiz looked better against Madrimov than Crawford did against Madrimov. I thought they both won the fight, but I thought Virgil had an easier time. Close fight, don't get me wrong.
I thought Virgil got hit more though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Could be
early on. You know what it was? Is just like Virgil had a really, really good last 4 rounds of that fight. And he started pouring it on. Early in the fight, Madrimov was getting to him. He's busting him up a little bit too.
Yeah.
You know, if you looked at we don't score facial damage, but his face looked like he went through a meat grinder after that fight. Virgil.
Yeah.
He was all busted up all around the eyes.
Yeah. Not an easy out. That's not an easy out, man.
A lot of people agree with you. I thought they both had tough fights with Madrimov, but a lot of people say that Virgil did better against Madrimov than Crawford did. And after that fight with Ortiz, Madrimov's been out. He had to get some surgery. I think he had some surgery on his shoulder. And then I guess he said he was recovering from a flu, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, he was sick. They said somebody said in the chat. A couple people said he was sick during the fight.
Yeah, he had like the flu or something. But it is what it is. I mean, Virgil. Everyone has their issues going into a fight. Training camps are not easy. So full credit to Virgil Ortiz. Yeah. He gets the win in that fight. It was a close fight, but the majority of the people that saw that fight thought he won, and you can't argue against it.
Yeah. Schofield and Diaz was canceled. Raphael says Schofield and Diaz was canceled. Yeah. And that would have added, he's 100% right. It would have added. Schofield pulls out again.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
He's trying to get a reputation for this.
Yeah, he is. And you know what? He's hard. It's hard when you get that rep because you're not going to headline with that kind of reputation. They don't even want to put you on a co-main with that kind of reputation.
I'm not going to trust you anymore now. Like, if you want to get signed to a big fight, people are going to be like, why am I going to go through a training camp when this guy's going to pull out?
Well, that's the thing. They, remember who was the dude? The functional 300. What was his name?
Oh, Big Baby Miller.
Big Baby Miller.
He didn't know if he was going to pop positive for a drug test.
He didn't know. Yeah, he gets, like you can't, you know what I mean? You can't trust him. John Jones for the UFC. He claims, he told Dana, he's like, I want to fight on the White House card. Dana's like, I don't think so, man. He's like, he's burned us too many times.
He's got a lot of stones to ask Dana to be on that White House card, man.
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God.
I mean, seriously, right? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, let's go to our news and rumors. This is the big, I tell you what, surprised but not surprised by this news. All right. And I know you texted me and then we researched it the next day and we'd been on this story all week. I'm going to give you the ESPN version of this here. Gervonta Davis is facing a new domestic violence civil suit. That's really important here because this is a civil suit, not a criminal suit. I believe that the criminal suit was dropped. I'm not 100% sure on that. But she filed a civil suit, which means he can't go to jail even if he's found guilty. Doesn't matter. Okay? I think that's important here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Let me tell you guys what he's being accused of. And he's got a, excuse me. He's got a penchant for this. It always happens, man. Tank Davis is accused by ex-girlfriend Courtney Russell of battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Battery, aggravated battery, false imprisonment. What on earth, man? The lawsuit comes 2 months after Davis's previous domestic violence case was dropped by a different ex-girlfriend. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But the domestic violence case was dropped by a different ex-girlfriend and the mother of the boxer's 3 children. 2 of the boxer's 3 children. According to the complaint, Tank Davis allegedly stormed into Tootsie's, the Miami Gentlemen's Club where Russell worked as a VIP cocktail server, in the early hours of Monday and attacked her in the back room of the club that did not have cameras. She said that Davis dragged her through the stairwell, the kitchen, and the back exit before physically assaulting her in the parking garage. Russell said she was in a 5-month relationship with Tank Davis prior to the incident and cited multiple instances of violence, domestic violence, abuse, threats made by the fighter concerning her safety and well-being. Russell said in the lawsuit there were at least 4 previous incidents in which Davis, quote, physically assaulted and choked her. On 2 occasions, Davis threatened to kill her. The first of the 2 incidents took place September 2nd. Or the first of the incidents, took place September 2nd when Davis allegedly threatened to kill Russell for not responding to his calls and text messages. A second incident took place September 23rd when she said Davis accused her of infidelity and texted, quote, I'll kill you. Later that day, Davis allegedly physically assaulted Russell, choking her in public at Playa Miami, a restaurant in the Lincoln Road shopping district. The suit says that Davis sent Russell a text message after this week's incident stating, I'm on my way to your house, which Russell interpreted as the boxer heading to her house to continue assaulting her. The lawsuit states that Russell is currently suffering from PTSD, anxiety, and extreme fear, while saying that she is living with others because she no longer feels safe alone and is actively seeking therapeutic treatment to address the severe emotional and physical harm caused by Davis. The attorneys are demanding compensatory and punitive damages along with a request for a jury trial. Beeb, this isn't his first rodeo.
No.
This has happened before.
No.
He's done time for domestic violence. He's got a history of domestic violence.
Yeah.
House arrest. And he couldn't handle house arrest.
And
He violated that, went
yeah.
back to jail. Had his coach said, well, he could stay with me instead of going to jail. I'll watch him. And they said no. They put him in jail.
No.
This is not his first rodeo. These accusations seem to follow Tank Davis. Not to mention that of the video. You remember the video that surfaced years ago when he was at that basketball game and he grabbed that girl by the hair and drug her through the crowd?
Yeah. Grabbed her by the neck, the shirt. Yeah.
Not to mention, it's a civil case. And why is that important? Because a civil case, the burden of proof is a lot lower than a criminal case.
Yeah. But just for the viewers out there, the state district attorney could file charges against him if they decide that, they look at the evidence and they review the evidence and they say, wow, there's a lot of crazy stuff here, particularly that death threat, right?
Yeah.
If the state district attorney decides they want to pursue charges here, they're more than able to do that if they want to do that. And I'm surprised at some point that the state doesn't step in with this guy and look at the history, and they press charges themselves, because the state is well within their rights to do so if they feel there's enough evidence to support a case against him.
Yeah.
They can do that.
That's it. And, listen, that's a pretty, I'm not going to say a slam dunk case. My guess.
He needs to go away for at least 6 months.
He's not going to go anywhere.
I know.
He's not going to go anywhere. It's a civil trial.
Yeah.
So, but what I'm thinking is that they're going to settle. I imagine they'll settle out of court and he's going to pay quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And it's already costing him money.
Yeah.
Because Paul, go ahead.
I would like to see the state step in, though. Honestly, I would like this civil case to play out, and then I would like to see the state go step in.
There's police reports on all this, so my guess is there's a reason they didn't pursue. It's not her decision to pursue it criminally. Yeah. Once the state gets a hold of this and the records and everything like that, they decide, can I move forward with this? Yeah. Right? Yeah. They decide that. Yeah. So my guess is that they didn't have enough to go forward with it. And that's why the civil came about. I don't know.
Maybe they were saying, we don't know if we can get enough witnesses to corroborate her story. I don't know. Let's see how this case pans out. And maybe the state could decide what they want to do afterwards.
But this is bad. This is a bad look for him. Yeah. And you know what? And I'm going to butcher your name here. Cheo Filomeno. All right. And I apologize. I know I probably butchered it. But says Tank has been hit in the head so many times he might have CTE like the football players. That's one of the first things that came into my mind is that I wonder if this guy might have a touch of CTE. I don't know. But that guy comes forward. You know what I mean? He's, and you can imagine the gym wars that they go in. CTE doesn't really, I believe the CTE happens in the gym, not necessarily in the fight. Not that it couldn't happen in the fight, but you get hit in the head way more times in the gym than you do, you know what I mean, in the fight. It just is. Virtuosos, thank you so much. See what the Bengals did to Eric? He's following soccer now. That's right. I've got the FCC on. Hopefully they can win. Hopefully they can pull it out tonight. Go 2-0 against Columbus and move on to the next round. I cannot believe they choked that game away. I cannot believe they were up. How do you score 40-some points? This right here, fired Zach Taylor. Immediately. Fucking immediately. How do you score 40-some points? They scored, let me tell you this. The Bengals scored 38 points last week. They scored 42 points this week and lose the game. 2 straight weeks, they gave up over 400 yards in offense. Unbelievable. Unacceptable. He's got to go. That whole defense has got to go. Unbelievable. Same color, same looks, man, yeah. And Raphael, yeah, I feel you too, man. I'm a Lions fan too. I used to live in Detroit, so I'm a Lions fan. Yeah, Lions lost again at home too. Ed Torres, bear down. Hey, congrats to you guys, man. And Dale from Chicago, I know he's out there. Fight Doctor, yeah, Chicago Bears are definitely in the house today, man. Congratulations to you. Our defense is trash. I've seen better defense on Madden. Insane, man, just insane. Yeah, JC, at least the Dodgers won last night. You're right. There you go. Beeb, let's talk about the fallout from this. Not from the Bengals loss today. I'll get into that later. Let's talk about the fallout from this case coming in. If you're, this is a bad look for Jake Paul. Having an accused.
For Netflix, too.
Right.
Publicly traded company.
Right. And you're going to have this guy who's, let me say what, the fight has not officially been canceled.
No.
That fight isn't going forward. Jake Paul may fight somebody else on that day or in December, because I'm hearing the fight is going to be moved to December now, if there's going to be one.
Yeah.
But that fight, Tank Davis has lost that bag. So he should have fought Roach because he's lost this bag, right? He's lost that. He's not fighting. There's no way.
They're saying he was going to get $40 million for this fight. Imagine fucking that $40 million up. $40 million. And then everyone. This is what everyone says. Oh, well, what would you do if you were Tank? Well,
what are my options at this point? I mean, really, what are my options at this point?
Yeah, no, but when people were criticizing him for taking the fight because he was getting so much money, everyone's like, oh, what would you do if you were Tank? Well, first of all, I'm not Tank. I never will be Tank. That's number one. Number two, What would Tank do if he were us? Right. And he had to pay for he saw what was going on, and he had to deal with it as a fan. So these fighters sometimes need to put themselves in the fans' position, and how would they react as fans if they had to watch something like that, when knowing that there was so much better out there? That's all. He can do whatever he wants, but don't tell me what would you do if you were Tank. What would Tank do if he was me? How would he react to the fight if he was me? From a fan's perspective, how would Tank react to that to a fight like that if he was a fan?
Well,
it's that simple.
And I'll tell you this too.
Let me tell you this. Ways.
This didn't surprise Tank. This was not a shock to anybody on Tank's team. I guarantee it. I guarantee this was not a shock to anybody on that squad. Nobody. May have been a shock for Jake Paul. They knew this lawsuit was coming. They just didn't know when. But they knew this. There's no way they didn't know this, right? None. So now this puts Jake Paul and MVP in a bad spot too. Because now, they put out a statement saying they're troubled by Tank Davis allegations, the new allegations, and they're going to research the matter. The fight hasn't been canceled yet, but they're putting offers out to other opponents in case the fight with Tank falls through, which it will. Some of the opponents that have been named: Francis Ngannou, Nate Diaz, and Ryan Garcia. Now, what was Tank's payday for this fight, babe?
They were saying it was being
$40 million.
$40 million. That's what they were.
So there's a $40 million purse right there, right? You would assume. Maybe if they get a smaller name. Ryan Garcia is just as big his name as Tank.
Yeah.
Right? If
I would
not
say
bigger.
so.
He's got a much bigger social media following.
He does.
He's a huge name. He's probably one of the biggest names in boxing. He's not the best boxer, but he's one of the biggest names.
He's a big name.
You think he's one of the biggest? I think he's one of the biggest, right?
That's a fair statement. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with that.
So that's $40 million.
I
Right?
hate to admit it, but I have to agree.
Right. I mean, me too. But I mean, it is what it is.
What am I going to do? I'm a hater.
Right. So
Guilty.
$40 million. So you figure $40 million, right? $40 million. Oscar said, not a chance, Daddy. He said, nope. Daddy said, nope, you ain't getting it. No. $40 million for your fighter. For your fighter.
Or at least 20 million.
At least.
20.
At
right?
least. He said, absolutely not. He just said from the jump, nope. He didn't care how much money was involved. He didn't say anything. And he could let him go. He could fight on their MVP and still owe Oscar however many fights he owes him or whatever. He could have done that. Let him get the money. Improve your relationship with your fighter. And he didn't do it. And he said, screw it. I'm not letting you do it.
Let's unpack this, Eric, right?
All right.
Mr. I'm for the fighters, right?
Right. That's what he said about Dana. That's why he didn't like Dana, right?
Yeah, we had it here for weeks.
Right.
And I'm going to give a shout out, and I said this to you before the show. Shout out to Eddie Hearn, because he truthfully, I believe, is about the fighters. Because Katie Taylor was going to get a gigantic payday to fight Amanda Serrano on the Mike Tyson undercard, right? Also, in the third fight, fighting Amanda Serrano on Netflix. She got 2 Netflix paydays. And Eddie Hearn said, you know what? I'm going to do what's best for my fighter. Go ahead, Jake Paul, MVP. You promote her for those 2 fights, because there's no way I can give her that money at any fight under our banner that we could offer her. So you go ahead and you promote that. Do you think that fucking guy, Oscar De La Hoya, was going to do that with Ryan? No, because he wasn't going to get a cut.
Okay, all right. Let me play devil's advocate here. He let Katie Taylor go to fight for MVP for a couple fights or whatever. Then she come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would he let Boots Ennis do that?
He let Devin Haney do it too. When Devin Haney went to fight Kambosos, he said, "If you go ahead, go with them for 2 fights." And then he came right back to Eddie after the deal was done.
But he was out of contract with Eddie though.
No,
Eddie didn't have any more fights with him.
No, you're correct. But he said, you could work with me in the future. And after he did those 2 fights, he came right back to Eddie. A lot of promoters would have been upset with that and said, if you leave me, you can't come back, in other words.
Yeah, Eric Corey's right. Ryan Garcia was a phenomenal boxer until Tank Davis beat. But that's our culture, though. That's the fans in boxing. That's our culture. So as soon as you get beat, you suck. You were never anything. I mean, any champion, they were all overrated. Anybody,
Here's another thing, Eric. You know what he could have done? He said, "Okay, you can go over there." Like same thing with Teofimo Lopez. When Teofimo Lopez fought George Kambosos and he was under contract with Bob Arum, he had to pay Bob Arum his promoter's fee, right? So Bob Arum even let Teofimo Lopez go fight on DAZN when he fought George Kambosos, and I think Eddie Hearn was the promoter of that fight.
You know what Garcia should do? You know what Garcia, honestly, what he should do is he should buy out the rest. He should fight Jake Paul, buy out the rest of that contract, and get out of there. Yeah. Because Golden Boy is doing nothing for that dude.
This is an ego thing, Eric, because he does not want to let someone else promote his fighter, right? He doesn't want for there be an opportunity where MVP can say, look at we put on the biggest event. Ryan, we gave Ryan his biggest payday. We put on no bigger event has Ryan Garcia ever been part of, other than bigger than this event we're doing right here with MVP. He didn't want any of that. He could have worked out something financially with Ryan, where okay, give me if you want to do it, you still got to give me my share of the promoter's fee. Yeah. But Eddie's done it. But Eddie's done it before. You know, even Bob Arum will loan his fighters out and let other people fight. You know, fight on other promoters' cards. He's done that several times.
Yeah. Eric Corey says, Beeb, you're rooting for Jake Paul, a non-boxer. First of all, Jake Paul is a boxer. He's from Ohio. And everybody knows Titletown's where it's at, man. This is where all the big boxers come. And listen, he would have smashed Tank Davis just because he's from Ohio, son. Yeah. So that's number one.
Full. Go ahead, Eric.
Right.
Finish what you're going to say.
But I will tell you this, man. It's not that we're not rooting for Jake Paul to beat Tank Davis. I don't care who wins that fight.
This is the first time the first time in my life I'm actually rooting for Jake Paol to win.
Oh, that's
because I don't like Tank Davis.
That's cold-blooded.
Now, I would be objective in my analysis of the fight, which isn't even a real fight anyways. But if it was a real fight, I would want, the first time in my life, I would actually be rooting for Jake Paul because I do not like Tank Davis. Full disclosure, guilty as charged. I am a hater. Lois, bring me a big H, and I'm going to put it on my shirt, and I'll take a marker and write a big H on my shirt. I am hater, man, when it comes to Tank Davis. I don't like him. I think he's a bad seed. Some people have no redeemable qualities. He is not a nice person. I don't like him.
MLO says J.D. Vance is from Ohio. Not only is J.D. Vance from Ohio, J.D. Vance is in Cincinnati. All right, he's in. I believe he grew up in Middletown. Maybe he didn't grow up in Appalachia. This isn't Appalachia. I don't know what you guys were reading in that book, him and couches and Appalachia and all that other stuff. Listen, I don't know. I don't know.
Hilarious with the couches.
Can you imagine if his wife asked him to sleep on the couch now?
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
He doesn't.
I'm not. I don't hate Tank Davis.
I don't hate him, but I don't like him.
But, I mean, all this stuff with the women and everything like that, like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Yeah.
Get it together.
So, yeah, I am rooting for Jake Paul.
So, okay, so as far as Ryan Garcia goes, De La Hoya shut it right down. He said, no, that ain't happening, son.
Yeah.
So, Vance is piping Erica Kirk.
Oh, that's gross. Come on. Please.
I'm going to tell you this. I think he's going to drop Usha and go with Erica. I know I would.
Don't say that.
Look at her.
I like Usha. She's cute. I like the Asian women. Please.
You don't think Erica? Who? Okay, Erica Kirk versus Usha. Come on, man. Who? Come on,
I'll be honest. I like the Asian. I like the petite Asian women. That's just my style. I'm sorry. It's
Erica Kirk.
No, I'm not sorry. What am I apologizing for? I have my own taste. I always fall for the gaslighting from this guy. I'm not going to switch up my style.
Yeah, the way they were hugging and everything, something going down there.
Like, you know what's crazy?
Let me tell you something. I put my hand on if another girl puts her hand on the back of my head, or I put my hand on another girl's waist, and if it ain't Lisa's, we going to have a problem. Trust me, man. She's messing up, man. Usha is Asian. Usha is Asian. That's part of
Indian people are Asian.
Yeah.
Technically,
Asian.
I'm Asian. I'm Lebanese. Lebanon is in the continent of Asia. Middle Eastern, where I'm technically Asian too, if you want to get technical.
Oh, spirit of justice, man. Come on. This is where our chat is so brutal, man. That's cold.
Come on, that's
cold. That's taking it
now, please.
That's taking it way
Everyone
outside.
knows that I like Asian women. Don't discredit my taste in women, please.
Oh, that's cold-blooded, man. Beef guy.
Another reason.
Another reason to not like Ohio. Let me tell you this. The Bengals run the Skids, and so is Cleveland. But let me tell you what, Ohio State is going to win the national championship again. Again, son. Again. Not even going to be close. Closest one to us is Indiana, and we're going to roll them. Doesn't matter, son. OH. There you go.
I-O.
There it is. Let's bring in actually, let me tell you this, but while we're on the topic here. While we're on the topic of Mario Barrios and or Ryan Garcia, all right? Ryan Garcia, Oscar is pointing Ryan Garcia toward Mario Barrios. So this is a cakewalk. This fight is a cakewalk for Ryan Garcia or any other boxer with a pulse who's facing Mario Barrios. It's a good fight for Garcia, but nowhere near the money he would have got for Jake Paul. Am I right? Nowhere, not even in the same stratosphere, in the same state or anywhere else.
He'd be lucky to get $5 million against a guy like Barrios.
Eric Corey, you're out of your mind. Eric Corey, I'm sorry. All right, but look, I gotta check you on this one. Usha is not cuter than Erica Kirk, son.
Usha is cute, man. Please.
She is. I'm not saying that she's not, but she's not cuter than Erica Kirk. She's just not, son. The way it is just the way
Eric,
it is.
You would
son.
look better standing with Usha than Erica Kirk would be.
I don't care. Put me next to Erica Kirk. All right. I don't care what I look like next to Erica Kirk. I'll stand
if she
next
was
to
on,
her, right?
if she put her heels on Eric, she would be three heads higher.
Don't care. Could care less, son. Taller the better. Doesn't matter. All right.
Oh God.
Tulsi Gabbard is hotter than all. Tulsi Gabbard's not bad. I got to be honest. I don't know she's hotter than Erica Kirk, but she's there. Would you get a chub? Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. That's a no-brainer.
Lisa's gonna kill us. Lisa's gonna kill us.
She's off and running, son. She's not watching the show right now.
I'm sending Lisa. I'm gonna timestamp this. I'm sending it to Lisa.
Oh, that's messed up. That'd be so messed up. That would be so messed up.
I don't go against the code. Robbie would do something like that. That week.
That's right. It's bro code, son. You can't do that.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
And that goes for everybody in the chat, son. It's bro code. You can't do it.
You can't do it. It's bro code.
Carlos said Erica Kirk ain't all that. Yeah, okay. Y'all some gooners.
I like Usha, man. She's cute.
All right, let's bring in Robert. Let's bring in Robert to try to tone it down here.
Robbie?
What does Robbie think of all this?
So I gotta go.
I want to give you fair warning right now. I want to give you fair warning right now. You better not talk trash about the Bengals right now. Eric is a little bit upset about the Bengals. Guys. And if you want to stop with your trash talk about the Bengals, we will give you exit stage left in a matter of seconds. Just that's your full warning.
Look, guys.
That's your full warning.
Look, guys. Today is not the day for that. My mom is in the hospital.
I apologize.
What's going on, Robert?
They just had to take her into the ambulance was just here while I've been on hold with you guys.
Oh my God.
She's having trouble breathing. So no, today is not the day for that kind of stuff.
Do you want us to let you go? Do you need to go?
I can't. No. I'm fine because unfortunately I've gone through this numerous times.
Yeah.
They'll take her up to the ER and it'll take several hours before I'm able to find out anything. So the last time this happened in April, she left at 1:00 in the afternoon and didn't get left at 1:00 in the afternoon and didn't get home till 1:00 in the morning. So.
Wow.
I unfortunately
best
with her,
wishes to your mom. I know she's good, man. She'll be fine, man.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to Mrs. Herrick.
Well,
she's a strong one, though. She's a strong one. She's a fighter. She'll be okay.
Yep. Well, she is 81, guys. So
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She can fight, man.
Yeah. But no, seriously, guys. I wouldn't be picking on the Bengals because my team does exactly what Eric's team does. The Raiders have already blown 2 leads in the game that's currently going on now. So me and Eric are in the same club as far as what our teams do.
There you go.
So,
what are your thoughts on the Gervonta Davis thing?
Okay. First of all, I am not a guy that approves of anybody doing anything to women as far as domestic violence or any of that crap. As far as I'm concerned, you lock him up and throw away the damn key. He's got, just because he's a multimillionaire and a famous boxer, he's gotten away with more crap than any normal human being would be able to do. I firmly believe that his boxing career is over, and I do think he is suffering from CTE. But unfortunately, they can't diagnose that until a person dies. The medical community has said numerous times, we're working on technology to diagnose it while a person is alive, but we don't have anything in place yet. So unfortunately, we may not find out until he dies whether he does have CTE, but it sounds like that may be the case. I feel bad. I hate to say this, but I feel bad for Jake Paul and Netflix and everybody that got involved with this thing, because now they have to figure out who they're going to put up and who's going to be a big enough name to get, to keep this fight going, Yeah. And it is going to be canceled, unfortunately, because I don't know if they can come up with anybody in 12 days, because the fight was supposed to be on the 14th. So
yeah, they're talking about moving the fight to December if it still happens. Not the Tank fight, but I'm sure if he gets replaced or whatever.
Right.
Are both of you guys 100% certain that they're going to scrap this event? Because Jake Paul put out a statement.
I don't think they're going to scrap the event. I think they're going to scrap
the event with Tank. You think Tank is definitely out?
I think they're going to replace Tank. They're already looking for replacements. And let me tell you this: as soon as they find one, Tank's out.
Yeah, because they said this
is going to be a Netflix. This is going to be a Netflix thing. And I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, Beeb. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Jake Paul said that they were going to do like an investigation, but is that just a formality?
Yeah. For sure.
I think
for
so.
Sure it is. For sure it is.
And another name that was mentioned for December, if they move the fight to December, guys, is Anthony Joshua.
Francis Ngannou was named too. They threw Francis Ngannou's name out there too.
Yeah, but Eddie Hearn came out and said, no, we're not going to allow him to go to Netflix. He's got an exclusive contract with DAZN. If Jake Paul fights Anthony Joshua, it's going to be a DAZN pay-per-view.
You didn't say that.
All right, Robert. Overwhelmingly, and I just want to pass this information along to you. Almost the entire chat is saying thoughts and prayers, and they hope they are wishing your mother the best. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Unfortunately, if I didn't ask you this question that Beeb sent me, I wouldn't be doing my job as a reporter. You understand this, correct, Robert?
Okay. Yeah.
Beeb texted me this and asked me to ask you. Ask Robbie, quote, ask Robbie, who would you rather, Usha Vance or Erica Kirk?
Oh, without question, Erica Kirk.
Come on, Robbie.
Told you.
Without it.
Told you.
Without a doubt.
Please.
Please,
Robbie.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, right?
Let's do it. Let's get a poll in the chat here. One for Usha, two for Erica. Let's do it in the chat right now. Let's get it.
Erica will take two at a time, I'm sure.
Doubt. Erica Kirk. Yeah.
Sure, she'll take two at a time. Bring a friend. It won't offend her, son.
Please. All right, get him out of here now.
Yeah. All right, Robert, get out of here. We're going to put you back in the queue.
All right.
We got some Ushas in the chat right now.
On a serious note, man, keep us posted. Keep me and Beeb posted on your mom, okay?
I'll call you, Robert. I'll call you tomorrow.
I will.
Yeah, Beeb's going to call you after the show. All right.
Okay.
All right. Put him back in the queue here. And thoughts and prayers go out to Robert's mom, man. But hey, it's unanimous, right? I mean, has anybody said? Nobody said that. 3 for Kamala. Kamala's not even in the conversation right now. I would do who? All right,
look at all the ones, Eric. Look
Kamala
at all these ones.
Or that's for what's her face? That's for
Usha
Erica.
is 1. Erica is 2.
Robbie doesn't like colored women. Can we please stop talking about the Kirks? I'm not talking about the Kirks. I'm talking about his wife. I'm talking about Kirk's wife.
AOC's not bad looking either. She's
AOC. Yeah, she's for real. Yeah, for
she's
sure.
Not bad.
I've even seen worse looking handlers than Erica Kirk. Robbie would call ice on Usha. 3. All right, so we got a lot of Kamalas. We got some Kamalas here.
Usha's winning this, though.
Usha's not winning this. Erica Kirk is winning.
No, she's not.
Sarah Palin. It's not bad. Not bad. Lauren Boebert. Yeah, Lauren Boebert's. Yeah, 5 for Lauren Boebert. What's wrong with us? This is where the boxing world really is right now.
This is a bunch of sexual deviants on this podcast.
Wouldn't have it any other way, by the way. This is definitely quality TV right now. Hey, guys, listen. If you like what we're doing or you're having fun right now, go ahead and hit the like button, man. Like and subscribe to us, man. It doesn't cost you anything. And, hey, man, it just helps us out. It helps us out with the algorithms and all this other stuff. All right, there's Tony. Yes, for sure. MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Beeb?
You know what's crazy?
Would you Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I actually like Marjorie. I think I like her too. She's cute too. A lot of people don't like her. I actually think she's cute.
Sarah Palin had her time though. Sarah Palin was hot. Laura Loomer, no.
I don't like Laura Loomer.
No, she's like real made up and stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
she's like got a whole bunch of pancake on her face.
If you saw her like in the morning, you wouldn't like her probably.
Yeah, no. Like if she had to wake up, that's gonna kind of wonder. Like
Christy Noem.
I'll tell you this, like Usha Vance, you know, she could like not wear makeup and look okay.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about Erica Kirk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I saw Pam Anderson without makeup, and I instantly just deleted her off my Instagram. I was like,
what about
no.
What about Christy Noem?
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
really cute, right?
Oh yeah. Hard yes. Yeah. Marjorie looks like a dude.
Oh,
I don't know what. No, she
cut
doesn't.
it out.
Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi's just all right for me. What do you think?
Pam Bondi's all right. She's all right.
Pam Bondi. Lisa will kill me if she sees this video, by the way.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, she's out. She's out though right now. No love for Sarah Palin. No, she had her day. She had her day, man. That's like saying Barbara Bush or something like that had her day. She's done, man. She was like 20 years ago.
You can't do these blasts from the past stuff. Come on.
Brown Bagger, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Please.
Tulsi, MLO has a list here. Tulsi, AOC, Anna Paulina. Who's Anna Paulina?
Oh, she's a House of Representatives. Yeah,
she's pretty hot. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, she's cute. I'll send you a picture of her.
I haven't seen her.
No, she's cute.
Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett. Yeah.
Believe it or not, Jasmine Crockett
she's cute.
She is kind of pretty, to be honest.
Yeah, she's cute.
She is pretty.
Eric, where can you watch these women? TV, son, just turn it on. Turn on CNN. You'll see them there. Or Fox News. Fox News has like the broadcaster. She's like 80. Jasmine Crockett is like 80. No, she's not. She's talking about Sarah Palin. She's talking about Sarah Palin.
There's this blonde girl on News Nation that's really pretty. She's very pretty. This girl on News Nation.
You remember Ashley Banfield from like MSNBC back in the day?
Yeah.
She was something back in the day. But like now she looks like she's been through it. You know what I mean?
I know.
I mean, Lauren Boebert will do that in the movie theater for sure.
She did that, yeah.
Nancy Pelosi. Come on, man. Stop it. What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you guys? All right. MTG is divorced. Yeah.
Is she? All right.
Yeah. So
I'll talk to her.
Yeah. I'll set you up with her. Don't worry about it. She calls me every now and then. I'll give you your number. Don't worry about it. It's all good, man. All right. Let's round it out here. Floyd Mayweather, Beeb, is coming back, maybe coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao. We may get a sequel to the super fight of the century, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is 100% accurate. Nancy Reagan. Bro, Nancy Reagan?
Please.
Come on, man. She was over there with what's his face? Sinatra. Nancy Pelosi. Oh, come on. Show some class, guys. Come on. As I have Fire Zach Taylor on my video right here. Not an exhibition either. Floyd said it'll be an actual fight, targeting for next spring.
Do you think it happens?
I don't care if it happens. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
Does anybody really want to see that fight?
I don't think so.
I mean, does anybody want to see that fight?
Can they get people
in the Philippines?
Can they get people's interest up for that fight? Is there a way they can promote that?
They
fight?
already robbed us once because neither one of them did anything in that fight.
Yeah.
Pacquiao went in there with a torn rotator cuff or whatever, and then Floyd. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
I don't care. I'm gonna sound like a big fanboy and a homer, but
you're a homer. And
Terrence Crawford really made that fight with Canelo entertaining when he decided to step to him later in the fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He really made that fight entertaining.
Sure. He wasn't going to run. We knew he wasn't going to run.
Like he could have done what Mayweather did to Canelo, and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, man. De La Hoya, in De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad.
Yeah.
That was the fight of the century or whatever.
Yeah.
They had a chance.
Yeah.
We had two Latino guys going at it. They ran for 12 rounds.
And did you see?
De La Hoya ran for 6 of them.
And then if you go back and watch that 12th round, you could see Canelo's leg kind of buckle a little bit. Like Crawford took it to him in the.
Yeah.
He closed the show.
He definitely buzzed him.
He closed the show. So
you had Pacquiao Mayweather. Didn't move. You know what I mean? They didn't do anything. That wasn't an entertaining fight.
Yeah. And imagine.
Canelo, go ahead.
Imagine if Crawford didn't close the show. We could have had it. We could be talking about a draw today.
Yeah.
How close?
100%.
Two
100%.
of those judges had it 115 and 113.
Yeah, absolutely. Turkey is now having Inoue on pay-per-view. Yeah. Inoue is going to be on it too.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you ain't going to stop Turkey. It's over with, son. He's got it. And you know what? I like it. Because he's giving us what we want, right? He's giving us what we want.
Still good fights, yeah.
Yep. I get it, man. I get it.
Pay-per-view, but I'll take what I can get.
That's right. We're degenerates like that. That's what we do. Guys, that's going to do it for this edition of Ringside Reporter. As always, you can catch Joe Habib on X at jhabib1 and find our YouTube channel at ringsidereporter.com. You can find me on X at ringside73. Guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We will see you